place better for Friday afternoon baseball than Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago Cubs. Interleague baseball comes your way next. Shohei Ohtani is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Ready now is Adalberto Mondesi, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Adalberto Mondesi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Nope.
And this misses as well, as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon, 2-0 now. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Going back is the right fielder. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo home run here, leading off the ball game. Number 10 for him on the year, and the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 8 home runs and 41 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Ohtani has logged upwards of 100 innings of work on the mound. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting third, the second baseman, with Merrifield.
Into the box, Whit Merrifield. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Hit on the ground out to short, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, and even 20 home runs and 66 driven in. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base path so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run it to out, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
This is line to left. Gallo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. On to the bottom of the first here at Wrigley. And KC's off and running. It's 1-0. Brad Keller will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
So here is Ketel Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans. Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in now, John Birdie. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The numbers, 282 to start play, 7 homers, and an even 40 RBIs. The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Going to be a tough play, and there are 2 away now.
That is good. A shortstop, Corey Seager.
Now at the plate here is Corey Seager. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball consider him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And now the first pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in the 4-hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a nice inning out of this.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Soler is there, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They still trail 1-0. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
That's a ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And foul. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 3-2 one more time. High and deep down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. And it's fouled away. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Hit sharply on the ground. And that finds its way through for a base hit. With that, the Royals have their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, Ryan McBroom. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Ohtani is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty B. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
2-1 to the Royals' first baseman.
2-1 the count.
This one's down to third. Devers gloves it. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play. Now to the plate, Michael Taylor, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. The 1-0 is taken for ball two. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ball, that's it.
Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. 2 out, nobody on. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Nothing doing for the Royals. Played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. So in now for Chicago, Rafael Devers, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First delivery to him. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
Fouled off.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Gotta believe you gotta work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the baseball all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game, and you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Up next, Wilson Contreras. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball one. Here comes the 1-0. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-0 home. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Oh, but they throw it away at second. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second to start the double play. And I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip. But the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. Home runs up to 30 now, and 73 driven in. The 1-0 pitch. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike.
1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Here comes the 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping up is Bobby Dahlbeck. A potential tying run for him at third base. First pitch of the AB now.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Devers, the runner at third. Contreras on second. Gallo at first with no outs. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Fouled away. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one. Very close, but it's to 2-2 now. Not just yet. This one's fouled back. Still 1-2. 2-2 one more time.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Now the payoff pitch home. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Ready? Now the payoff pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Next, it'll be Shohei Ohtani, and a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
As a look, now the pitch. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
The 2-1 home. It's a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
Pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A 1-0 delivery. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And he fouls this one off.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Here comes the 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Benintendi in pursuit. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here 2-1.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Now it'll be John Birdie, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
The 0-1 offering. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Now, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
The 0-2. In the dirt here. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Slow little grounder left side. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way after the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's Corey Seager as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. And it's fouled away.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Now the 0-2. This one's flared out toward left. Benintendi coming up. He can't get there as it falls in. 1 run is scored. And he's safe.
He's not hit all that hard, Hero. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Long dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
The set and the 1-0 pitch.
That's
Ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
Ball 3.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor is there. And he makes the catch to retire the side. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Cubs are on top, 4-1. Now at the plate, Ronaldo Hernandez. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First delivery to him.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 2-2. Now a flare out toward right center. 1 away here to begin the third. So with 1 gone for him here in the inning, we'll give you a look at the standings, and you can see that they enter play with a 3.5 game lead in the division race. Next to hit, Brad Keller. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Outside.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. A ball and a strike to count to the Royals pitcher.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
To third. Devers has it. And there's out number 2. So 2 away here in the Kansas City third. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Behind 0-2 now. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive. He's got it. It's there, and he's out. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
And now a pitch on the way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
1-1's the count.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Towards second. Merrifield scoops it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. One out, bases empty, and up to bat next, the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo. First pitch on the way. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Gallo, a Nevada native, he was selected in the 1st round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the 3rd, and that'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck. First pitch on its way. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1 and 2 now.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Cubs are down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And stepping in, Andrew Benintendi as we begin the top of the 4th.
Andrew Benintendi.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. One away for the Royals here in the fourth. And Whit Merrifield will dig in at the plate. Here's the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
To the plate now, Jorge Soler, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0 on the way. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
The batter, the third baseman, Hunter.
Next up, Hunter Dozier. He collected a base hit his first time up. From the stretch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Scooped up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning now. And next will be the pitcher, Shohei Ohtani.
The pitcher, Shohei Ohtani.
And now the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2 and 2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Ketel Marte. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch of the AB now. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
The 3-0 pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
Into the box, John Verdi. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And the sinker runs too low here as he loses him. It's ball 4.
The batter, number 5. Shortstop.
The next Cub up, Corey Seager. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball 1.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Now here comes the Royal skipper up the stairs on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Josh DeMont answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Nicholas Castellanos will be his first assignment, as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike now. Marte at third. Birdie on a second with 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Ball 1.
1 strike.
4 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Lays off 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Number 9, Ryan McBroom.
First pitch on its way. Ryan McBroom will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. On the ground to the right side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So now to the plate, Michael Taylor struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming, here it is. Taken, but called to strike. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. High in the air down the right field line. Castellanos is there, 2 down. Next up is Ronaldo Hernandez. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. First pitch on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error so far for Kansas City. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Fouled off. The 2-2.
We got full count.
Ball 4.
That's inside. Ball 4.
Now batting, the pitcher, Josh DeMont.
So here now is the pitcher, Josh DeMont. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled away. The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. There's a flip to Seager covering, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Royals 1. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
First offering. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Nope.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is laid off of down and in. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Here's Joey Gallo now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bobby.
Next to stand in is Bobby Dahlbeck. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Outside.
Fastball well outside.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Here comes the 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Shohei Ohtani digging in next. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now it's 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. 5 innings complete. Cubs lead it 4-1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
On its way is pitch number 75.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
There's ball 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
A ball and 2 strikes now. This will ricochet off of him on the mound, but he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now, and now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. So next to the plate for the Royals, Andrew Benintendi. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score.
No, that's
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he'll pull into second with one away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
With Merrifield next to bat, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently it's strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's going to get down out there. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 4-2 game.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
At the plate, Jorge Soler, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Has a look, now the pitch.
One ball, one strike.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Merrifield stands at first with one out. Back up the middle. A bare hand for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend to end the inning. Back for more from the north side after this. Brad Brock enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 31, Brad Brock.
So now here is Ketel Marte and his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. He's 1 for 4.
Marte.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Brock, the former New York Met, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Standing in now, John Birdie, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
The 2-0 pitch. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
At the plate now, Nicholas Castellanos. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now a throw over to first. Runners back. The 1-0, and they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1. And his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock, he's 0 for 5. And the 2-1.
That's outside.
Rafael Devers would be next. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Taylor. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left for the Cubs as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier.
The third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball one.
The fastball here as he'll take a look
Count
at ball 1, 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive, base hit down the line. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Rowan Wick comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 50.
In now, Ryan McBroom, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Michael Taylor, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That evens it up 1-1. Dozier, the runner at second with one away. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around him.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-2, a full count to the Royals center fielder. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Popped him up. Dahlbeck in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning. So here's the potential tying run. Ronaldo Hernandez, a knock here could cut the lead to just 1 run. First pitch on its way. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Again, another foul ball.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
The 1-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 4 and the Royals 2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jesse Hahn will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Cam Gallagher will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
Ball.
2-0 now. Hahn, originally from the state of Connecticut. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-back.
So now to the plate, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. The 1-1. Hard hit towards center. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. At the plate now is Joey Gallo. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball one. Now the 1-0 is taken. Strike one.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. On the run is Benintendi. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they will tack on another on the sac fly, make it a 5-2 game now.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
2 out, nobody on. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. One and two as he chases the slider. Swing and a ball hit toward the shortstop, Mondesi. Fielded cleanly. Throw on the first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 5-2. Trevor May has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Now at the plate is Cam Gallagher. Lifetime versus this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
High in the air out to center field. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly 1 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch on the way.
Nope.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Now here's a drive out to right center field. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. Fouled off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Fouled away. Good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marte is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Royals leave 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. Greg Holland is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 35, Greg Holland.
Now to the plate, here is Trevor May. Oscar Hernandez is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Count 1-0.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Stepping in next, Vitel Marte. Prior history in this matchup, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's set, and the pitch. Just short, hit hard. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. Digging in next, John Birdie. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-1 home.
The count is 2-1.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ugh, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, and it remains 5-2. Set to start.
Leading off for the Hornets, the right fielder for 12, Jorge Soler.
Jose Leclerc takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 30, Jose.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Leclerc, a former Ranger, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
3-1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Ryan McBroom. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball. Up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Soler, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
To the plate now, Michael Taylor, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. This is in the air to right, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Cubs have taking the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
5-2 the final today. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Shohei Ohtani earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Brad Keller couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Jose Leclerc wraps it up for the save, his 24th on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.